So you have to be able to accept the losses that you take. Now, this is not something to be proud of. Like, this is something. Today, y'all, I took a $27 loss. And when I tell you, I am in the best position I've ever been mentally with trading. As you guys can see, I am very close to being able to qualify for a payout with a top 1 trader. And yes, even though I took a loss today, it is not affecting how close I am to getting that payout. So I'm not sabotaging myself at all. I took a $27 loss. I could have lost a lot more, but right now my mental is godly. So let's break down this small loss that I took today. So in short today, y'all, I was bullish NQ and bullish S&P 500. We came down, we ran into this fair value gap here, right, and had a displacement higher. We had a SMT with NASDAQ and ES, while NASDAQ did not run out this low, ES did. After 930 had opened, we started to run up and we created a fair value gap, right, running through an old inversion FEG. And I wanted to be a buyer inside of this FEG, targeting the previous daily high and a little bit higher for a 1 to 2 risk reward. And as you guys can see, I missed that entry. And bro, while I was monitoring NASDAQ running into that FEG, I was also watching ES. ES created a fair value gap here after running through this inversion FEG. Look at that displacement there. And while I was trying to get a buy on NASDAQ, I was watching ES and I'm like, bro, this shit is running higher, right? NASDAQ might not come any lower. And we started to close above these consecutive down close candles, which is what? A CSD. So I took this continuation entry off of the CSD, off of the 3 down close candles, the order block. Price started running higher, displacing through this fair value gap here, right, which is on a 15-minute fair value gap. And as we ran through, we started attacking the London high. Now, when you look at Top 1 Trader, it did not show that it took out that London high. So what I did was I ended up scaling in right here for an extra $25 and dragged my stops about right here. So basically I was risking $25 to make about $75 to $80. So here's the execution on that scale in, right? As you guys can see, I'm still inside of that buy there, right? And you can see how it left relative equal highs right up here, bruh. So I'm thinking like, okay, this is gonna come into this fair value gap, leave some of this open, and then start rushing to this London high and previous daily high. So came down, tagged me in, right? And notice this, bro. Look how far it started displacing lower, bro. It's cooling right here. This was fine, bro. Notice how I moved my stops up from the original stop loss. So basically in at $25 risk. So the first position is a $5 risk and the second position I took was $20, right? And I wanted to give it room for price to come back inside of this range. Notice how you got all this back and forth right here, right? So I'm thinking this is all balanced. It shouldn't really come back through and close through all of this range or even trade through this range, right? So as this drop was happening, bro, you know how you have that feeling of anxiety of like, this ain't gonna work. I'm about to take this loss, bro. I was just up. You know that anxiety that you have that is gonna be a losing trade as price is coming against you and you're seeing red. I had a little bit of that, but at the same time, bro, I know that that's normal to have that, and I'm risking low. So I was able to accept that if I was to take this loss today, it's okay, right? I'll walk out this week up $75, and there's nothing wrong with that. But notice how it came down, right? Almost hit me out, and then it started running back higher. So I'm like, okay, cool. So now we're going to start running up into that London high. We're going to start running up higher. And whole time we already took out that London high. The CFD broker feed isn't showing me. And this is why I have to keep track of my futures feed, right? My CME data. So look at that, bro. Look, I'm like, okay, so this next candle should open up and we should start running higher and taking out that high. Okay, so boom. So as you guys can see, bro, it was looking good here. I'm up $20, right? Most likely gonna hit a $75, $90 day if this shit run higher. Only risking $25, y'all. That's the biggest thing, bro. I'm not risking so high, but I'm making so much off of what I'm risking. because of risk management. It's not looking so good. And then look at this. We start coming close to my stop loss. And at this point in time, I knew that it was cooked. And I want you guys to see my reaction as I got taken out. So, right. So it took me out, bruh. And when this happened, of course, I don't like that I lost this trade. That I didn't make any money today, right? That I'm walking, that I had a losing day. Of course, I didn't go trying to look for another entry. I didn't go like, oh fuck, I lost. Let me see what I can do now. I went to my last 7 days and I looked at how much I was up, and I was up $76 for the week. I looked at this, right? And I saw this shit and I'm like, bro, that's enough. Why would I take another trade just to be down another $25, risking 20, even though it's minimum risk? It's not that much risk, right? That's normally what I lose in a day. That's my max losing day, right? But why? Let me walk out the week up. You get what I'm saying? Why would I do that to myself? Why would I take another trade and end up going to self-sabotaging myself? Because if I lose this next trade, I'm down 50 and it's like, okay, one more trade and I'll only be down $25 for the week. And then I lose again. And then one more trade, I'll only be break even for the week. And then take another trade and then I lose. Let's say I lost it again. Oh, now I'm down $25 for the week. And I was just up 75. That's not enough. So now, guess what happens after that, right? What would y'all do if that happened, right? As a trader that can get emotional, that can be attached to the money, right? The account's done. And guess what? There's no fucking lockout that's saving me with this account. Nothing. No lockout at all. So guess what I have to do, right? Who's emotionally aware, who knows themselves. I know myself, right? I don't take another trade. That $25 loss is a great, very small loss. Bruh, on a 50K account, that is a $125 loss. But guess what? If I can't accept this small $25 loss, on a bigger size account, I'm not going to be able to accept those losses either. If I can't accept these, I'm not going to be able to accept that $250 loss. I'm not going to be able to accept a $500 loss. I'm not going to be able to accept a $1,000 loss. So you have to be able to accept the losses that you take, no matter what size account that you're at, and not trying to get more and expect a lockout feature to save you. Because guess what? When you don't have the lockout feature, you end up doing what Diego did today. And you might not survive. So with all that being said, bro, let's get to this Diego reaction.
I guess I might as well just get it over with making this video. How we doing today, man? If you follow me on Twitter, you guys already know that the events that unfolded, ridiculous day. I'm not even gonna pull up my Trade8 accounts because I'll probably just want to trade them. Not really.
Diego, why aren't you locked out of those accounts, bruh? Oh, wait. You can't lock them out. If the prop firm doesn't allow you to lock out, what happens? You go back to your degenerate self that doesn't save you. Lockout features do nothing but slow you down.
Fully happy with being done finally, but we'll go over the story. This was not actually the worst. It was.
Now, before we continue this reaction, I want to show y'all something. I was scrolling through Diego's Discord, and before I even reacted to the video, I already knew what happened, what transpired today. But this is the problem. This is my problem right now. Why do I want to keep trading? Okay, we all do that. We all understand the psychology behind that, bruh. We all do this. So I'm not knocking Diego down right here. Didn't even trade today, just straight gambled. I hate myself sometimes, bruh. Right? I'm a degen. But low-key, no one else like me from negative 860 to this, to down $50, to down $25, to down $20. Now, this is not something to be proud of. You're a degen, but low-key, no one else is like you. Like, this is something to brag about? And okay, maybe he doesn't think, he's not thinking like that, right? But the way people can perceive this is something that you should be good at. Being a degenerate and being able to bring in a negative, almost blown account back to $25 from still gambling. So it's a lot of people out there that's going to think that, oh, Diego did it. So, oh, I can do it too. I can get lucky too. This is not good at all. Even saying it like this. This is not something that should be, look what I did, guys. I'm like that. I'm like that. It shouldn't be perceived. It shouldn't be showcased like that. It should be, yo, this is something you should not do because everything, I could have lost everything. Because when I seen this, I got that feeling. Diego can take losses and gamble and bring his account back to $50, $25. So even though I lost $25 today, maybe if I go on with another trade and I had that split thought. So listen, people who watch Diego, okay? I know we can all learn from him. But this right here, you know how you take out the meat and you spit out the bones? You have to spit this shit out. This is not good because how people can perceive this can influence them to do the same shit. Back to Diego, bro. No hate to all love to Diego. But I want y'all to understand how you could perceive this and do the same shit because your other peers are doing it. And this is why social media can be very dangerous with trading, bro.
That's like 660 across every account. I was actually down 8 something at one point. I'll go over kind of like where it started, and then after that, like, it really is unimportant what I took to make it back.
It's not.
But we
It's not. But
here, add like 100.
So even though he brought the account back to negative, only down $50, $20, he still didn't stop there. He continued and got it back to $100 where he felt fulfilled.
How I made it back quite literally doesn't matter. There's no skill besides just like, I mean, you know,
gambling,
educated guesses. I was really confident in going lower. I guess the reason why that was wrong was the SMT we put in here, right? We swept this equal low, right? This low and this low. I was really confident we were gonna go to. ES had that same 2 lows, and we actually ran that low. So a clear sign when we're not going lower that we're gonna rally. I kind of ignored that and tried to take trades. So the first trade I took was like around here, and I got break even on it when it ran down, and then I tried to re-enter, and then I tried to go long like right here, trying to make back my money.
And he's doing this because he's close to an 11K payout, which is one of the biggest payouts he's ever had, right? And this is why he's having this like this new barrier where he's at, to where I wouldn't even say new barrier. Even though he's stopping himself certain days, I have not seen one day besides when Diego took a win that he stopped trading yet since he started 2026. He hasn't. The days that he takes a loss, he has not stopped. So how do you build that discipline if you can't do it on days that you lose? Yes, you stop during the days that you win, and then you may take a little small loss on other accounts, but he hasn't stopped based off of a losing day. Diego, you have to stop. There needs to be a day where when you take a loss, you have to stop. You have to stop. No more trades. Not 2 trades, not 3 trades. 1 trade, you lose, you stop. Or you won't build that discipline. It's like brushing your teeth. If you go a week without brushing your teeth, you're going to continue to not brush your teeth. But you have to brush as soon as you get up, brush your teeth, and it becomes a habit. You have to build this habit, bro. And you know this, bro. You know this. I'm not trying to. And listen, y'all. All love, like I said, all love for Diego, bruh. I want to see him win. But I'm getting disappointed, whether he's getting these payouts or not, bruh. I have to at least see you try, bro. One day you take a loss. Stop. One day. One day, bro.
And then was down in a big hole. And then I slowly climbed back and didn't lose a trade again until I made back all the money. I tried to just make a little bit of profit. I can't remember, somewhere here. And I lost. I was down 200 again. And I made it back on this and then this. Right? That's just for the people that are curious, right? Yesterday people were like, oh, you didn't tell us the trade you took. Because, you know, like, I'm overtrading today. Like, why do I need to go over trades that aren't real, right? Pretty sure I made most of my money back on this, actually, like an inch long here. I actually like that. Like, unironically, I actually like it out of the 5 minute. But it's just, we've been here before, man. We've talked about this before, but I want to say one thing first. I'm still improving, right? I almost expected this to happen because of the pressure I've been putting on myself. But I want us to recognize something. People that have been watching this channel for forever, you guys know I've made progress, right? I know I'm gonna get trolled. Oh my gosh, this guy sucks. You know, I'm honestly, half the people that troll me, I'm doing better than them. Like, I really am, and I'm confident to say that. Not everyone, obviously, if somebody's gonna troll me that just, you know, maybe something in their personal life's going on, they just feel the need to be negative towards others. That's whatever. But a lot of people that are trolling me genuinely don't have more payouts than me.
And whoever trolling this nigga, you're a bitch. You're a bitch. Simple.
Or don't have as much, like, relative profits. Like, I've spent $5,000.
Because as a trader, okay, troll. I'm a troll too. I get it, right? You need some enjoyment in your life. You need some entertainment, but this trading shit is no fucking joke. Do you know how many people lose their lives over trading? This is no joke. When a trader is down and they're blowing their accounts, bruh, why, nigga, ain't no trolling. Now, criticism is fine, right? It's cool. But when you're just being straight negative, are you really a trader? Do you really have skin in the game? You're trolling, but do you have skin in the game? Why are you trolling? Nigga, focus on your trading. Do you have skin in the game? If you did, and you know how much it takes to be a profitable trader, what you have to go through, you wouldn't be trolling. But it's because you're losing too. And you're doing the same shit. And you need to find some self-fulfillment by bringing somebody else down.
Paid $12,000. And I know I got lucky to make money back today. I might get another $11,000, right? I'm not saying I have it. I'm not saying I deserve it. But, right? My point being, a lot of these people trolling me probably spent more money than me and made less money than me. Or spent more and still in debt to props. That's not to say it changes any decision I make, but first of all, I want to make that clear.
Oh my god! Oh my mama know how to make cookies. God damn, this shit good. Wait, what happened? Oh.
Because it kind of explains it well, and there's not gonna be any emotional tears on this video, but I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm a little tearful today, just because how disappointed I was with myself in my trading. Trading really feels like, I talk about it in the Twitter thing I'm about to read. Trading really feels like my chance at a dream life that, you know, who knows who deserves, right? The life I want to live, I don't deserve it, right? Not in the sense of, oh, I don't deserve it, I'm limiting myself. No, like, nobody deserves to live a life as great as I want to live, right? There's people that are born without legs, right? There's people that are born blind and deaf on the side of a mountain somewhere in India, right? I don't deserve a dream life any more than those people. And my point being to that is that I don't feel sorry for myself, you know, but I look at trading as that chance, right? If I can just get this to work, if I can make more money trading, and I can make more money through social media and trading, I can make this work. I'll always be honest with you guys, right? You guys changed my life, really. You know, like,
Okay.
but it's just, you know, you put this expectation and you put so much weight on something, to change your life. You put so much weight that if I can just get this trading thing down, if I can just make my money from that, like if I can just make enough money per month, I can go move here, I can do this, or I can have this experience. And I know that. So I put so much pressure on it.
Dio, do you not understand, bro, how many accounts that you have, bro? That you're shooting for this $11,000 payout, but the $1,500 payouts that you're getting is enough, bro. There's people out there struggling, wishing they had those many accounts, bro. Listen, I came from sleeping in a tent, bro. I'm not trying to make it about myself, but I wish I was in your position right now. I wish. Sooner I will be, as long as I keep that discipline, right? And I keep implementing it every day, like I did today. But there's people out there that wish they were in your position, bro. You don't need more. Just stay consistent with what you're getting now. $1,500 is enough. Stop putting that pressure on yourself. $2,000, $3,000 payouts is enough. That's enough to change your life. You're in a position where your life is already changed. So why self-sabotage yourself?
And again, I'm happy I got to.
Because the ego, it's just our ego. I can get an $11,000 payout. This is huge. Let me chase after this. Don't chase it, it'll come. Guys, your payouts will come. Whether small or big, bruh. It'll come.
$1,000 in payouts the proper way. I had days where I went until I hit max loss, but I came back and got it the right way. I got my Alpha Futures payout the right way. And I've gotten payouts for 6 straight months. I'm improving. I literally don't care what trolls say. I'm improving, I'm making progress, and I'm happy.
Diego? Okay, you're improving. The results say you're improving. But for out of these last payouts, I've seen you a lot of the time not just go on regular tilt, revenge trade until you can't stop. Until the dollar amount is enough to you. That's when you stop. A lot of the days that you trade, even though you had winning days, what happens when that one win that you took, the first trade that you took, wasn't a win and it was a loss? Would that day have been a disciplined day and you would have stopped? You get what I'm saying? Because a lot of the days that you took where it was a straight win, yes, you stopped. But what about those days that you lost? Recently, you have stopped and you did not blow that Apex account. Even though you're stopping on a semi-good day because you're up on other accounts. So you're satisfied with the number. You're satisfied with the day. Even though if you hit max loss limit, even though if you blow other accounts, you're still up on other accounts. So you're satisfied with your day. So I want to see a day where when you're satisfied after a loss and you stop after a loss. Not stop after you're up on other accounts. I want you to stop when you're in red. That's where we see real improvement, Diego. Because out of all these other payouts, it is the same routine. It's the same mentality. It's the same way you stop now. Because you're satisfied with the numbers. Whether you blew other accounts or not. At least you're still up on your Apex. Even though you blew your alphas. Type mentality.
And I knew that this feeling of fear and all this and the revenge trading, I was very worried about it because the other day I was in the backyard with my mom and I was just talking about the stress with trading that I'm in right now with these accounts. I genuinely haven't been this stressed or overthinking trading or profits or trades or losing. I haven't been this stressed since my first payout. And then before that, I hadn't been this stressed before my first pass of my account. I'm at a new mental barrier, right?
No. I don't believe that. You're in the same barrier you've been at. It doesn't matter the fact that the numbers are higher. It's the same mentality. You take a loss and you cannot stop. I want to see 3 days where you take a loss and you stop consistently in a row. 3 days in a row. I need to see that. But you're at the same barrier, whether it's a higher number that you're reaching for or a lower number. The numbers don't matter. The payout size, yes, you could say it matters, but you're at the same barrier mentally. That's just my opinion. The only barrier that I see is the same shit. You're chasing the money. You're chasing payouts. You're chasing, even since last year, even though you got those payouts, you crashed out, still not accepting losses. I've only seen Diego trade 2 months.
Getting one payout.
I seen Diego's best trading within 3 months, 2 months. And those months, his first trade of the days were damn near wins. And if he took a loss, his second trade of the day was wins. And he ended the day off with wins and stopped. But when I look at it, if those days were losses, it could have been started off as losses. If he took 2 losses that day, the script would be probably completely different.
It's pretty simple for me now. Not easy, not guaranteed, but it's more simple. Getting a $500, $1,000 payout, it's more obtainable. It's more realistic. But this one is different. Not that it's actually different, not that trading changes, but I'm putting more weight on just the same way I used to put weight on passing an eval, same way I put on.
It's the same barrier. It's the same, don't you see?
Get my first payout. It's just how it goes. At least I've realized. So I'm at this new found hard point with my trading that I have to manage. I have to learn to manage it. And I was very fearful of this happening. It just felt horrible all day. Just gambling, just trying to make it back. It really it felt terrible. I hate that feeling.
And I understand that feeling. We all understand that feeling. No matter how big the numbers that we're trading. Now, it could be a lot more extreme because we might be risking a little bit more. One person might over leverage faster than the other, but it's the same feeling when you are over risking, over leverage, over trading, and you're gambling. And you get to a point to where you're not in control of yourself. We all know that feeling. So you have to stop yourself before you get to that point. You should know yourself by now. And I think all of us kind of understand you now. You need 1 trade a day. 1, and then stop. Not, okay, here's 1 trade, right? Oh, I lost. I need 2 trades a day. No, you need 1. You lose, you're done. You win, you're done. And then guess what? This is when discipline starts to come in. This is what you don't do. You don't start off like, okay, I'm going to implement taking 1 trade a day. And then, because I've seen you do this, Diego. You take 1 trade a day, you try to implement it, and then you're like, 1 trade is not enough. I need 2. Why? Because you lost? Or what you made wasn't enough? That's not discipline. You want more. So, guess what? You need to discipline yourself. And the way you can do that is taking 1 trade a day. 1. And then go to the next day. Sleep on it. Do it for 2 days straight, 3 days straight. Watch how you, okay, I'm not saying you're going to stop being a degenerate completely. Okay, because I didn't. Right? But when I started implementing 1 trade a day, it built something. It taught me how to take a loss and accept the loss and just walk away. It made me more comfortable with taking losses because the next day I was able to make it all back. Even though some days, yeah, I went back to degenerate mode because sometimes an alcoholic can slip up. But you have to try to not take that sip. You have to try to not take 2 trades a day. You have to. That's how you learn.
My body craves it because it's dopamine. It's dopamine, man. That's what your brain craves. It's dopamine. But the conscious me genuinely hates it, absolutely hates that feeling, hates the desire, hates the action of it.
So we have to stop doing it to ourselves. We have to stop doing it to ourselves, bro.
I'm not a mentor. I'm not teaching people how to trade. I'm not selling a Discord on how to trade. Right? I'm just here showing you guys what's going on with me.
And we appreciate that because we learned a lot from this. We all learn a lot from this. We really do. This is the reality of trading. We're not gonna sugarcoat shit at all. This is the reality.
And I don't understand why you hate on it. I really don't. I'm not selling nothing to you. I want to do something special. I want to live a special life. And I want to inspire people to do so. Because I just know.
Diego, you still inspire me because I see that you got payouts, bruh. Even though you still struggle with this shit mentally. Even though I got payouts before too, but even still, watching you get these type of payouts, it still helps me believe in myself a lot. Because I know mentally, I know with this trading shit, that I'm at a good level to where I can do this. And by seeing where you're at and how you still struggle with this shit and you're still getting payouts, it builds my confidence a lot more. So, respect to you, bro.
How tough life is. Obviously, these accounts, I forgot about these accounts. These ones are down 250. The same trades I lost on the first time I just stopped there. But yeah, man,
Bro, I've never seen Diego not talk. This is the longest I've ever saw him silent.
I don't know. It's like I feel like I'm talking to myself sometimes with this channel. I don't know what I'm going to title this, probably some clickbait. But
you'll be alright, bro. But we not about to keep doing this same shit, Diego. We're not, bro. It's a new year. You're in a great position. You just gotta pay out. We're not doing the same shit anymore, bro. Stop it. One trade a day. Listen, one trade a day and you're done. One loss, you're done. One win, you are done. It's over. And then watch what happens. Watch what happens. You'll be a much better trader. I'm telling you. People say 1 to 2 trades a day. 1 to 2 trades a day. No, Diego, you don't need no 1 to 2. You don't need that to 2 trades. You just need that 1. And we'll stop this cycle.
So tag the 5 minute, and then we got this really strong displacement candle, and I entered here. I targeted 1 to 1. You could have said that, right? Easily. Right? You could easily say this. Target our 1 to 1, and we got our 32 points. And that was my trade, guys. We made 100 across each account. Nice day, right? But I will never do that because I made this channel for a reason. And I'm committed to the journey and committed to the process of it. As unfortunately embarrassing it is, right?
I hope you go back through your videos and you watch it every week. Just go back through your videos and just look at what you do. Because this is your journal. This is you're journaling your emotions, which is the best thing for you. And this is why you have improved, right? But we got to improve a little bit more. We got to improve a little bit more, bro. Okay, yes, you're going to slip because we're human. We're traders. We have emotions. But it's time to build some discipline, some strong discipline. 1 trade a day, bruh. 1 trade. You implement this one trade a day. I don't know how many times I said it. I probably said it, I don't know how many times in this video because I'm telling you, you implement it more and more, you will build that discipline to be resilient to taking a loss, and then cut your risk. Just like I'm close to this payout. Okay, yes, this isn't as big as all the other payouts that I've ever gotten. But even during those other payouts, I still was kind of chasing them a bit. And I still had bad crap, and I still had tilt days. Okay? This payout right here, no tilt days. I'm not doing it. Why? Because if I could get this payout this way, that I could get any payout, no matter what size, the same fucking way. The same way. So what am I doing? As soon as I started seeing I'm getting close to a payout, I dialed my risk back. Why? Because I know myself. I know if I take $50 losses, it could lead to $100 losses. Max losing days. But if I'm taking $25 losses, the max loss I can have for the day is $50 losses. And then I can end my day at a $25 loss. One trade today I took. And guess what? Yes, I wanted to take another trade right after I took that L. Of course, I don't like that. Only for a split second thought. But then guess what? Boom. Shot collar. I did that to myself. Boom. Because I know where it can lead to. And then guess what? Took a walk, went to the store. No crash out day. No bad feeling. That feeling that you get when you crashing out. I don't have that. I'm not having that. I'm not sitting at my computer hoping that shit will go up and fighting for my life, fight or flight mode. I'm not having that feeling. I saved myself from that feeling. You have a way better day just taking the loss. You feel better after you just get up and you stop and you just go. That loss, you forget all about it. You don't care anymore. It's nothing because it's just a loss. But we make it so much bigger than what it really is because as a human, we don't like to be wrong. We don't like to have losses. But it's something that you take, not just with trading, in life. You take losses. Now, that doesn't mean we're all perfect, and whatever loss we take, we're going to be completely fine and know how to get through it. But the more you know how to get through losses, the more you'll be able to get through other losses, even other bigger losses, because you built that discipline. But yeah, I'm going to end the video off right here, bruh. I hope y'all enjoyed this video, bruh. If you did, smash that like button. Share this video, bruh. Share it. And sub if you're motherfucking new to the channel. Peace, I'm out.